Soapies, Sherry here for a Misty Dimness AMD soap. Today I am doing a bit of marathon soap making. I have a custom order that requires 3 different batches of soap made. One batch is going to be the hers soap. The other 2 batches are going to be the his soaps, and my customer is going to be gifting these as a his and hers set to her family. One fun thing that we are doing for these soaps, because these are Christmas gifts, is we are going to be using these cute, awesome leg lamp soap embeds on the tops of the soap. So my customer had the mold for this, so I poured goat's milk base from Crafter's Choice melt and pour soap into them, and then I hand painted the details on here with mica mixed with rubbing alcohol. For the hers fragrance, we are going to be using Crafter's Choice Apple Honey Champagne fragrance. This was recently a sale item and I was picking up some other stuff, so I thought, why not? And turns out my customer was really excited to use it. Let's see, I'm doing a drop swirl hanger, which reminds me I have to grab my hanger tool. And we'll throw that in the mold so I don't forget that I'm doing a hanger swirl in this. So we're going to do a drop swirl with a hanger through it. Our base color is going to be, move you out of the way, get out of my way. Is going to be the 24 karat gold from Chemistry Store. I think I always refer to it as 12 karat gold, whatever, 24, 12, whatever. So that's going to be our base color. I am going to leave part of this uncolored because the fragrance oil discolors very, very slightly. So I want to leave just a little bit uncolored, and then I'll be doing a golden green from Micas and More. And then to get a red color, I mixed Bordeaux mica from the Chemistry Store. You can also use Micas and More Ruby Red. And I mixed up some, you can't read the label here, but it's Crafter's Choice American Red or Red Americana Matte Oxide, something like that it's called. And then I touched it off with just a bit of Micas and More Marvelous Magenta Neon. And so I have that already pre-mixed with some water in a baggie, so you can kind of see the red that it is. I have my oils master batched here in my bucket, and I have my lye solution over here mixed up with kaolin clay, silk peptides, and dendritic salt. So this batch is slightly bigger than usual because I needed to make some cold process embeds for my Soap of the Month Club. So I'm going to be mixing this without the fragrance oil in it. So that way, actually, I'm going to grab this whole tray. No, wait, I'm not either. So that way I can pour off what I need for my embeds once I reach trace, and then once I'm done making this soap, I'll be able to mix up my embeds. And I probably won't show that in a video. It's going to be kind of boring. So I'm going to go ahead and stick blend this until it gets to emulsion so I can pour off for my embeds. So I brought the soap batter to light trace. I've separated off what I need for my cold process embeds for another project. So I'm going to go ahead and add my fragrance in here. I did not look up the fragrance notes before I started this video. I apologize. And I'm going to give this a quick hand stir. I did look at the reviews, and there was no comments about acceleration or ricing. Whoops. So the only reason that I really am adding it after emulsion the fragrance after emulsion is because I had to pour off the cold process embeds. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a stick blend. All of my colors are mixed up and we're ready to pour. It did thicken up a little bit after I added the fragrance oil, but it is still really nice and workable. It is, it's staying at what I would call a light trace. So this is so far been really nice to soap with. I was a little bit worried because sometimes apple fragrances will speed up on me. So I've poured all of my gold color into the mold. I'm going to take the time to scrape out the container and I'll bring you guys back when I'm ready to pour the next colors. Okay, we have our gold in, so we're going to go ahead and just do a drop swirl. I think I'm just going to go for 2 lines because I'm going to run the hanger swirl through this. So I'm just going to go ahead and do around one side, down one side and around to the other side. There's the uncolored batter, which it looks like it is, maybe because it didn't get stick blended as much, and I haven't stirred it since. It is a little bit thicker than the others, so the next time I pour it, I will have to stop and give it a stir. Sorry guys, I really am trying to work on the doing 2 things at once. I'm just not getting very far with it. Okay, I'm going to leave some for our top, even though the bars with the embeds, you really aren't going to see much of the top because of the size of the embed. I'm still going to swirl it. I'll probably do my signature Taiwan. I shouldn't really call it signature because it's not like I invented it or anything. It's just my favorite one to do. It's the one I like to put on most of my bars. Oh yeah. So a little bit of stirring, and that one, that uncolored portion just loosened right back up. And a lot of the soap is just sitting kind of at the bottom now, or sitting at the top, I mean. See if we can really push it down with this green. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and hanger swirl, and I've already taken the time to form my hanger. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push down to the bottom, and I'm just going to drag across. I'm going to come up a little ways and drag across, and come up a little ways and drag across, and come back across the top. And we'll repeat that on the other side of our mold. I'm going to go ahead and place the green. Okay, so I have placed the green, the uncolored, which will discolor to a really light golden color, and the pink, pinkish red, whatever you want to call it. Whew. My goggles are fogging up. And I have tapped this on the floor, so I'm going to go ahead and just do the Taiwan swirl through this. Oh man, I'm really liking that pink, that pinky red and the green together. I think that looks really sharp. So I've marked each side with where the bar cuts are going to be to hopefully help me get these placed nicely. And now I am glad that I took the time to swirl. That one looks like it should be pushed a bit over yet. We're gonna tap, tap, tap it over. Because you do actually see quite a bit of that, of the top of the bar in there. So here I have the Stellar White mica from Micas and More, and this stuff is really fine. So I'm going to be really, really gentle with it and light-handed. Okay, we have added the glitter. We are ready to put this one to bed. I'm going to clean up my mess and I'm going to start the second batch. And I will bring you back for the cut. If you are interested in a custom-made soap for yourself, you can get a hold of me by going to my website, amdsoap.com, and go to our contact page. There's a form right on the website you can submit a contact to, or my phone number and email are on the website. If you like watching me make soap, comment, like, and subscribe. Stay soapy, friends.